Hi, this is your good friend Professor Cleary with my good friend, who's that? Read and Write. Well, Read and Write has in his office the inspector, with an appropriate name, by the way. And what is she? She's a lean machine. You'll find that out. So she's talking to the boss. He said, Mr. Reed, the number of rejections at final inspection continues to increase in spite of the brilliant pep talks I've been giving. He responds, Aline, that this is all because of the bad attitude of those on the, quote, factory floor. Deming would often use that term to describe everyone below them. And she responds, I think it's time for you to speak to the staff to encourage them. Thinks about that, and he says, I think you could stage a rally, perhaps with baseball caps and t-shirts with right embraced on them. Then we could come up with a company cheer that actually you could lead. He goes on, he says, after all, employees who are loyal to the company will produce better parts. Well, he's right about that. Don't know that he's going there, though. And then he goes on to say, has to be the answer, because I, as the manager, am doing my job well. Well, interesting little session there. Let's take a look at the quiz question this month. What does it say? It says, what might be the outcome of this concerted effort to be? Well, one possibility is a reduction in the number of defects. Anything can happen. Or 2, employees will step up and lead the cheers and embrace positive atmosphere. Another potential positive thing. Or C, none of the above. Well, let me give you a little hint this month. Let me go back to the quiz itself and pull a couple quotes out. Here's the first one. In that quiz, if you go back and look at it, what did it say? It said, while in isolated cases, personnel can undermine quality efforts, it is clear that problems are nearly always generated by what? Defective systems rather than defective workers. And who directs defective systems? Not the workers, but management. Also in the quiz, it said W. Edwards Deming's point number 10 of the 14 points says what? Eliminate slogans, exhortations, make it clear that these superficial efforts can have no lasting effects on systems that fail. And then finally in the quiz, another thing it said is the cause of defective parts lie in the system, and leaders' responsibility is not to lead cheers, and that's what our buddy was doing, right? But to give workers opportunities to correct failures in the system. This alone will inspire general loyalty and pride of work. Well, doesn't look like that's what our buddy was doing. Well, anyway, now let's hear Dr. Deming himself talk about such matters.
Management is unaware that they have a job. I'm speaking generally. I'm speaking of 97, 98% of management are unaware that they have a job. If the market is lost because of bad quality, then they think that the fault lies in the factory floor. I receive in the mail, perhaps 2 times a week, plans that some people in management have for improvement, and it's always for the other fellow. Always for the factory floor. If they would turn out better quality, we'd have better quality. I haven't seen a word sent to me on any page that's been sent to me about what management must do.
Another great quote by Dr. Deming. Let's take a look and dissect what he said. How do you start off? He said management is unaware that they have a job. I'm speaking generally. I'm speaking of the 97, 98% of management who are unaware that they have a job. Obviously, he was targeting that group as ones that needed to help in the improvement efforts. Next thing he says, if market is lost because of bad quality, they think the fault lies on what? Factory floor. Again, a code word for everyone below me. Factory floor. Then he goes on to say what? I receive in the mail, perhaps 2 times a week, plans that some people in management have for improvement. And it always includes who? The other fellow. Can't be me, it has to be someone else. Think of our hero in this particular case. And it goes on to say, always the factory floor. If they would turn out better quality, we'd have better quality. And then he ends up talking about some correspondence he got. I haven't seen a word sent to me on any page that has been sent to me on what management must do. Again, just reinforcing the point. Well, hope you enjoyed this month's quality quiz. Take care. Bye-bye.